What's up, guys? Welcome back to another collecting and hobbies action figure review of the Marvel Legends Marvel's Egghead. This guy is from the Quantumania Ant-Man wave, and he comes with the torso to build Cassie Lang, number 4. That's his only accessory other than this little pistol. And there's the figure, or a prototype image of it. There's the build-a-figure piece. There's the artwork. So they got two kind of artworks going on here. This one, you can't really see through his glasses that much. This one, you can. So a couple of different styles of him from the comic books. He's not in the MCU that I know of, or at least not in this movie that I know of. And I have seen the movie, but all right. So let's go over his accessories like we always do first. And this is kind of a cool gun. First saw it pop out when I was like pulling it out of the box. This actually comes in the Build-A-Figure bags, so don't freak out if you don't get two bags in there. Normally they separate them, but in this particular case they didn't. It looks a little bit like one of those guns that they have on Bespin in The Empire Strikes Back, the Bespin security guards. And this, I'm also liking this a lot. I wasn't expecting this. When it comes to the Build-A-Figures, a lot of time, or the figures in general, I like to review them to get my first impressions. I don't like to look at them that much. I just kind of know who's in the wave, and just, this is why I do this, because it's fun, at least for me. So she's got that same kind of joint here that Amadeus Cho, totally awesome Build-A-Figure had. But this one's easier to move around, but it is pretty stiff in there. There's the little slot for her arm. There's all the paint detail. And what shocked me was this, the Black Widow ab crunch and a female figure. They're spoiling us now, right? Anyway, so she's got the dumbbell joint, no hinge and swivel disc. She does have this joint, just like the Black Widow. She goes, as you can see, she can turn 360. Trying to get it to go back. We'll go over this more in the Build-A-Figure segment, but it looks like she should be able to go back, but I can't get it really to move. It's not going back. So I'm not sure if that's, let's see if her dad's costume is like that. There is I don't know, maybe this should be silver, right? No, I don't know, kind of not really sure what's going on there. I'd have to see her in the movie now to really know how accurate this is. I know in the Wasp they forgot to paint the silver part in the middle of her chest, but now here's the good part. You can go back and it can really go forward. So we're getting some crunching. We're definitely getting some articulation, and these things are really stiff. I can't even get them to go either way, either forward, back, out, anything. So I might have to wait till I put her legs on, or use the heat trick. And this figure surprises me a little bit too. So look at his glasses. They're just a clear piece of plastic glued on to the face. He's still got photoreal. And I've never really, I don't think I've even read anything with him in it. Egghead, or wasn't he a Spider-Man villain? I don't know. Maybe he is. but that's a lot of teeth. That's a lot of photoreal. You're getting your money's worth with this one. I mean, it comes with the torso. Now, I was expecting pins because the comic book characters and the suits and stuff, but I wasn't expecting this. He's got a torso crunch where he can go down quite a bit. The tie is a really flimsy rubber, and if you pull this back far enough, he can bend back just as far. I mean, the joint is definitely there. So he can get some range, but it's probably not going to help a whole lot in situations posing him, because you'd have to really... I guess you could just take off the jacket, because you could just pretend that he's just wearing a white shirt, right? Sorry, I need to angle this down just a little bit so you guys can see this better. There we go. And even more shocking, he's pinless on the bottom. No pins in the bottom. And that's covered up by his lab coat for the most part. But he has pins in his arms. So, and I believe it says, yes it does, 2023. So every figure in the Ant-Man wave so far is copyrighted 2023. And he's pinless, so I guess he should be. So basically, I don't know what parts of this is reuse. Probably the whole torso, but he doesn't have that old disc hinge joint either. So he's got that separate piece glued in there. He doesn't get a whole lot of articulation, unfortunately, at least in the neck. That's about all he can do. He can look up a little, that's about it. So it reminds me of a cone head. But so this could be like Dan Aykroyd comic book. Anyway, so, and also I couldn't really get his arms. Oh wait, now he's proving me wrong. Okay, so I couldn't get his arms to go all the way up. I can't get him to go up to a full T. I don't even think they will, because of the way they're sculpted. See, that line stops before the shoulder ends. And that's about as high as I can get his other arm too. So he might not go all the way to 90. I mean, he is a scientist character. Yeah, I don't want to force it anymore, but he gets decent range with the pinned arms. And you almost don't notice him because, it's all white. So it's not that bad. He's got side-to-side hinges on both of his hands. So he can hold the gun with this one. It's actually got trigger finger. I don't know what this... It looks like this one can kind of hold a flask, but his hands are angled out, so he would be holding it kind of sideways or angular-wise, but that'd be cool if he had working pockets. But, all right, so for the rest of the articulation, he does have waist swivel, but he's also got... No, wait, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have torso hinge. That's just from the ab crunch. So he has a waist swivel and an ab crunch. I've already showed you his range up here. Of course, he has bicep swivel. And then, okay, so as far as his legs go, they go all the way up. And they go back just a tiny bit. Of course, he's got the thigh cuts, like all of them do. He goes out to almost a full split, like Spider-Man, which is pretty good. And see what he can... Ooh, that kind of... It looks a little funky, but let's see how far he can go backwards. Can't even get his leg to move. Just pulled it out of this package. Wow, he can go all the way. Like a whole 90 degrees or 180. What? I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, 180 degrees. Jeez, that's cool. All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, once you get it to do it, then it's like a lot more loose. And then he goes up just a teeny tiny bit. He goes back all the way. And of course, he's got ankle rockers, forward facing pin for ankle rockers. So very well articulated for just a guy in a suit. A science guy. Egghead. I like him. Oh, let's put his gun in there. And he's got a trigger finger, as you can see. That finger goes right in there perfectly. I like this guy. I thought this would be the dud of the wave when I first saw them, but I like him. I'm starting to really like. The only one I really don't like is, I like him, the future Ant-Man, but he just I don't know. The paint, the pins, the paint is just really messed up as far as the upper body. And they're using a really old mold. It looks kind of crappy, but all right. So as far as this guy, better than I expected. Way better. He comes with this. At least he comes with a gun. He doesn't need extra hands, I guess, if he comes with a gun. That'd be cool if he had a little, beaker or a flask or, some kind of science stuff. But, yeah, that's the only thing I would change about it, probably. And maybe, make the lab coat soft goods so you can fully move around. But, yeah, better than expected. Pick him up if you find him. He's the hardest one I've had to find. I've only seen him once, so I grabbed him. And check them Walmarts. Some of these Walmarts are ringing up these figures for like $4 or $5. Even the Spider-Mans. I don't know what's up, but their computers are screwed up or something. But I got a couple of these dudes for $5. Her I got for full price at Target. But anyway, so we're about ready to build this. I only got a couple more to go. Got the Wasp, Crossfire, and Kang. And we'll probably do Kang next because I've heard a lot of bad things about him. And so I'm trying to save the best for last. Probably Wasp or Crossfire. Crossfire, I think, comes with the most accessories. So he'll probably win the wave. But I like this dude. He's really cool. All right. See you guys on the next one. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Appreciate the views. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you know when I upload more videos. I'll go run this under some hot water, see if I can get it to move around a little bit. And that's it. More to come.